I think he said that to respect his contract. He has a 2-year.
It's not even something you say.
No, but once he was
the final.
No, the rumors is there.
Yeah.
Rumor.
The club has thrown the rumor out. Amorim said that they are not selling their
They are not selling him.
Jim Ratcliffe
He has revived
said,
him.
yes.
He has revived
Amorim said emphatically that they are not selling their captain. Is key to the project.
But what he has said doesn't mean they should sell him.
No, he's brought it up.
He said, if you want
You
me to go,
understand
I'll
this
leave.
better than you are behaving.
No, if you want me to go, I'll go.
The club has said they don't want you to go.
Ronaldo where he no be coach safe. People were purporting lies. You
Yes.
believed it. Just when the guy has opened his mouth to say,
No, but what has he said? He said, if you want me to go, he'll go.
But
What
the
is
club
wrong with
said
that?
2 weeks ago they don't want you to go.
When did the club say
Amorim said it.
He said he's an important player.
No, Amorim said they are not selling their captain. Amorim said it.
If you say you are not selling my captain, and the captain say, if you want me to go, I'll go. Doesn't mean you should go and sell him.
I'm not selling you. If you want me to go, I'll go.
Yes.
Where am I girl?
It's the same thing.
Where am I girl? Missy me in jail. I feel also Ube Jami Ameko. What do you mean? Missy me in jail.
We are not saying the same thing.
we are not saying.
We are the same thing.
You be my wife. You be my wife. You say if I say I don't go divorce you. You say if I divorce you, you go left. Meanwhile, the initial statement was I don't go divorce you. Then you say if I divorce you.
Felix did it today.
Yeah, the club say
The club through its coach, they have said there's no
coincidence. Then you say if there was we can't junkie John.
So if you say if
It's not a record there.
if you want me to go, I'll go. If you want me to go, I'll go.
They said the only decision is we are not selling.
And so
Bruno is doing sell me please. You guy, this popular headline in transfers. Come get me please. Come get me please. Sell me please. Come get me please. Those are 90 minutes graphic. Every player we want engineer transfer move. He say the player there they come get me please.
Come get me please.
Anyway, guys, welcome to the Mallam podcast. Thank you very much for always subscribing and tuning into our conversations. This is how we do it. We normally start talking. The guys, they hit record. They tell you one day we go drop some bomb. Actually, where you know marry. One day we actually go talk about some other girl where in girlfriend and casa they watch where you capture. We they remarry, so we know vex.
We will keep people for you.
Guys,
we are there, Korean. When video evidence.
But Rebecca say acting is a podcast. We take things to bring life to the show. I think when I was covering the Ghana Premier League, I told you this story. So this one of the guys where he catch us with a wife catcher. Say he get condoms for him bag inside. And normally when you go for production, the on-pitch microphone, sometimes we go use condom take hold them. Sometimes if you buy condoms. The pitch side microphone, sometimes if you won't hold, some of them, if the foam they come off, you make looser. And then when they take condom, hold them.
Why condom?
Oh, it be elasticity be so we use them.
Yeah, but
you take hold them.
Of all the before it became a habit, someone must have done it the first time.
No, when you are working on production, you need anything to solve matters.
And I'm saying that.
So somebody had a condom there.
We always buy condom for production.
So you buy the condom for
that, yes. So this true.
One rubber band will fix it.
I know the.
Oh true. No, rubber band no go fix. No go fix them. You no go fix them. There's a reason why we use the condom. Rubber band no go fix them. You try, it won't fix. It's too thin.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So nigga man will catch us with old girl, baby girl catch and say, condoms they in bag inside. And truly, normally if at the time I was the production lead, so it be me at the buy water, go organize show, them at TNT or them at there. So everything will buy credit to upload highlights of the game and everything. Me away the money them at there. So the condom money stuff them at there. But me, I don't know if you walk into pharmacy shops that they go buy condom. Alright. So
raw. You say alright.
So I go take give the guys when they work on the say me them buy them. So I take give the guy. So one day one production line, it's not be you go buy the thing. But after the production, we come back to Accra. I didn't know. We come catch Accra like 7 something. And there was like 10 BB Norway. They call me. Say, why catch out? So my mind be saying maybe something happening for me. I pick one that the guy in voice they tremble. Say, boss. Say, you read them me cast about sauce my BB now. Because a condom near tough for production. No? And the guy was smart because the moment he mentioned condom in production, my mind is, be no matter what they take do. I didn't even process he wasn't the guy. So I'm on speaker, wifey is there, and I'm like, oh no, man, I'm waiting. Oh, when I'm waiting, sorry, the age man, make kind of this kind of someone to be. So the next one, that's what the guy say, I swear I save him. Because the condom, no, you know, production condom. I say make lucky. You know. So yeah, a lot of things do happen. Like you need somebody inside to explain to you why some of those things happen. And I'm going to talk about
Bruno
top 5.
Fernandez. Let me read. Bruno Fernandez. I will be here until the club says to me that it's time to go. So where is the implication that he wants to himself to be what he's marketing himself to go?
The club, ahead of this statement, had already said you are not.
He has never been questioned on the matter. When he got the chance, he was questioned on the matter. And then he said, I'm quoting him. He said, I will be here until the club says to me that it's time to go. What is the problem
But
here?
the club had earlier communicated.
And I'm saying the player had never been questioned on the matter. So he's not said anything different from the club. That's an
You confirm the club's position.
That's exactly what he's done. That's an Amokanisano. The club says he's not for sale. He's asked the question, of course, I'll be here until my club says they don't want me again. What is the difference in what he said?
Sichu.
I needed to read and quote in context.
Okay, so that's part of the quote. But there's another part of the quote. If the club thinks it is time to part ways because they want to do some cash in or whatever, it is what it is. And
It is
football
still not
sometimes
different.
It's like this.
So he's putting everything on the club.
The club has said everything I'm putting on the club has already discussed it. But
And
no
I'm
problem.
saying that he had never been questioned on the
You
matter.
demand that.
This is the first time he was
You
questioned on the
demand-
matter.
No problem.
The club communicated their position and said,
Can you produce another interview of Bruno being asked on this matter?
I'm saying that. See, they can ask him a million times. When the club, through its coach, has said our captain stays.
And the captain is and say, I'll remain here until the club said they don't want me.
Not necessary.
It was necessary. No, but how does that change what the club said?
Okay, guys, let's talk about top 5.
Oh,
we know Man City and we know Liverpool and Arsenal are set for top 2. And City's victory over Bournemouth also keeps them, if you like, closer to finishing in top 5, which means now we've got 2 spots to go. So we're briefly going to talk about those 2 spots. We're going to look at those games that are going to come up.
In fact,
We've got-
the only way City don't make Champions League is if they lose to Fulham.
Yeah.
And Aston Villa beat United by 17 goals to 0.
Yeah, which is not happening in a million years.
M5.
So no, if Aston Villa beats Man United, Aston Villa has one more point than City.
If City
City
draw,
lose-
they still make it.
Yes, if City draws,
They still make
so
it.
City just have to avoid defeat
Yes.
in the final day.
Yeah.
So City are closer, but
guarantee.
to guarantee
They can still
they can still make it. They can still lose and depend upon other results still be there. But because it's not confirmed, let's look at the 3 other teams that will join Liverpool.
I think
and
what
Arsenal
is going to happen is that if they were to lose
against Fulham.
against Fulham and Chelsea wins
Yeah.
or Villa wins or Chelsea win and Villa wins.
So
they're
if
out.
if they lose to Fulham,
That's what I said.
and Chelsea,
But even the Villa
Newcastle,
wins.
and Villa wins,
They're out.
No,
City
even
are
the
out.
Villa wins
Yes.
because of City's goal difference. Check it.
No,
they won't be on the same point. If
Villa
City
has
loses,
66. If they go to 69.
yes.
So
City
if they
a
lose,
draw-
a draw is what guarantees them.
so City just have to avoid defeat.
That's
if
right.
they avoid
But
defeat, they are guaranteed.
You are the reason why I came in is that you said if they lose, it depends on the other result.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
saying that the other result is on condition that,
That
none of those teams
3 other
win.
teams
You got-
will lose.
yes.
Yeah. So in fact, the only other team in contention that if they win might still not be enough for them would be Forest.
Will be Forest.
So if Forest wins and then
And Villa wins.
and Villa wins and Newcastle wins,
Yeah.
City will still make it. Right. So let's now talk about what we think is going to happen on the final day. Coach, I start off with you. City are going to play against Fulham. Newcastle are going to be at home, and Newcastle will play against Everton for their final home game. Chelsea are playing against Forest, two teams that desperately need 3 points to look to see how it goes. And then there is Aston Villa who will be away to Old Trafford at Old Trafford at Man United. Who do you think are joining Liverpool and Arsenal to make Champions League?
I think the top 3 is set.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City.
Yeah, I think City will not lose
against Fulham. Great.
At least they will avoid the defeat. Now the problem comes Chelsea,
Forest,
Villa, and Newcastle. Newcastle.
Are you kicking out Forest?
I'm coming.
Okay.
Newcastle is at St. James's.
Yeah, against Everton.
They're against Everton. I expect them to win. So I think Newcastle will win.
Are you saying that fourth place is...
Yes, I expect Newcastle to win. Look, they've been that good at Goodison. Everton, if you look at where they are comfortably safe. They are not under any pressure whatsoever.
If they win, it won't take them anywhere if they lose.
And I expect the Newcastle, I know they will come imposing. The guys, St. James's, the supporters will be pumped.
I think they'll even bring their Carabao Cup display it, show, then they'll charge the atmosphere.
So they're no two ways about that. I expect them to beat Everton. Now, Villa will beat United. Beat them
good.
Yeah, no matter how they beat them, at the end of the day, they'll beat them. So it will now come down to Chelsea.
And Forest.
Because
Chelsea are playing against Forest away from home. Chelsea
has a better goal difference. So all Chelsea needs to do is to match Villa's results. If Villa beat United, Chelsea will have to beat Forest. That is the most important thing for Chelsea here. So Chelsea goeth into the game against Nottingham Forest having their own destiny. I think of the teams that are battling for the top 5, they have their work cut out for them, in my view. Because they are playing against a direct competitor. If assuming they don't beat Forest, and Forest were to beat them, and Villa win, Chelsea will drop all the way to the Conference League.
17th.
Yes, to come and play Conference League again. So they have their work cut out. As it stands, all they need to do is to win and they're part of the top 5.
Will they win though?
I think it is within them. If you look of late the way they've played, in fact, in this last 6 to 7 games, the only prediction I've gotten right about them, I said Newcastle will beat them. Whether they go up, whatever, Newcastle beat them. And I'm very sure that was a result that they themselves were not surprised about. So they needed to beat Man United to make sure they are in that final 5th position to put their destiny in their own hands on the first day. On the part of Forest, look, I think, to me, they've been the team of the season. Nobody gave them any chance of staying in there, battling for Champions League football till the final day. It's so unfortunate and it's so sad that in their last 6-7 games, results have not gone in their way, especially that Leicester City result. If anything at all, if they are beating Leicester City, if they are taking the maximum 3 points for Leicester City,
the conversation would have been different.
The conversation would have been different against Chelsea. But right now, I'm happy for them because they know they have to win. Chelsea themselves are aware that they also have to win. It's not that a draw will favor Chelsea or a draw will favor them. So the two teams will go into the game knowing that the only possible results to get them to achieve what they set themselves out there to achieve is to win the game. So if you ask me on Sunday, that is the game I really do want to watch.
Who's winning, coach?
My heart tells me Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
But my head tells me that Chelsea because they've got the character.
Which one do you really trust, your heart or your head?
Normally I'm a person who believes in what I think.
So Chelsea are going to go.
Yeah, so Chelsea will
Chelsea will make the top 5 alongside Newcastle, City, Liverpool and Arsenal.
Yeah, if they win, it means they are going to cancel out whatever Villa would do.
Achu?
I will transfer.
I think Newcastle go through.
Right.
Yeah, because they need a win.
And the same James
A win takes away every other complexity for them. I think they go through. Chelsea's is a bit tricky, but it's the temperament they've shown in the last few games. Against United, it wasn't very pretty. They don't need to be the better side. They have shown that they can grind wins.
Is Jackson back for them?
Whether he plays or not, I don't think matters.
I think it matters.
Conversely,
Because what they cannot afford, you see the young lad they put up from against United.
See, it's more about the club.
This Forest defenders, Milankovic, they will boot him out of the stadium.
It's more about the club than the team. And I think in the past month, it's been the club sustaining the team. It's the character of the club, because the performances by itself should not be winning the games that they are winning. I mean, the mistakes that we have spoken about in the past should have been the same recurring themes that would have stopped them to this point. However, my
You
fear...
swore a couple of years
Yeah, I
and
said
weeks back.
2 weeks. Yeah,
You swore
I said they will
that Man U will win, and even if Man U doesn't, Chelsea will not make it. All of a
That's
sudden,
what
right
Saka
now,
will.
all of a sudden, right now, you
That's why Saka will go and lose to this Chelsea team.
You say even if
So-
Man U doesn't beat them, Chelsea will not make it. Why?
So the bigger
Right now, you
problem,
know, see them get carried.
the bigger problem for me is how Nottingham Forest seem to cave under the pressure. Look, they have given everything. Where they are now is just that X factor that big clubs typically would have. And Chelsea know that this game, once they win it, the job is done. Right? If they win it, they don't need to worry about Aston Villa or Newcastle United. Their job is just to get their mark 3 points, and then it's done. They are part of the top 5. Because the Aston Villa situation is, what is the tricky one? They can win all right, but those wins by Newcastle and then Chelsea will complicate things for them. And unless they are going to win by a massive swing, even the 17 will not be enough if City, Newcastle, and Chelsea are all winning. Right?
Yeah.
So those for me are my picks.
Right. So, okay. So your pick is
City, Newcastle, Chelsea.
Newcastle, Chelsea.
Yeah.
And coach is also saying the same thing, sees the same thing happening. Danny, do you have anything different coming from your
But
one?
truth be told, I will be happy if Chelsea don't make it.
I mean, that one is your heart matter. Like you said, that was your heart matter. That's which one normally do you go for?
That's my heart.
Danny, which one do you think? The second one has scored. They are saying the same things here. Newcastle, Chelsea are going to join City, Liverpool, and Arsenal.
A couple of weeks ago, we did this, and I said Chelsea will qualify.
But
As it stands, look, the but is the team they are facing on the last day. You see, whatever the result, Nottingham Forest have won this season, because the money they will get, the difference in the cash between 8th and 7th is huge. So if they lose and they finish 7th, it's a win for them. If they push it up, it's still a win, because
It's European
It's
football.
European football, so it's big. And that is going to inform their approach. I don't think Nottingham Forest are going to go desperate trying to beat Chelsea and hope for. Espirito Santo is a very smart manager. He knows Chelsea have to win.
If they lose,
The game, it's over for them.
it's 7. So it's
But-
whether they
yeah,
lose, they draw 7.
Yeah.
Whether they lose, they are still 7. So a point
They
will come
lose.
you.
If they draw and Aston Villa win, they are still 7th. If they win, that's where maybe. But I'm saying that from a Nottingham Forest point of view,
They don't need to
there's-
desperately go in
They
and
don't
try
need
and
to
win.
desperately. It is Chelsea who have to win the game, because the way Man United is going, Aston Villa will beat Man U. And
Nice.
Chelsea themselves know that they can't rely on Man United doing them a
No,
favor.
they will not even do that.
So they
dare
need
not.
to handle their own destiny. So Chelsea will have to win. The Chelsea manager is not necessarily experienced in situations like this. We have seen him do some very funny things throughout the season. And the tendency of Chelsea going in and trying to force the issue early at Nottingham Forest is very high. So that's what I'm afraid. It's club character against opposition manager experience. Nottingham Forest themselves, if you look at the likes of Milenkovic and
Bruno.
and they've seen it before. They've played the game long enough. And you see, as I said, the pressure is not there for them to win. So it could be a very frustrating afternoon for Chelsea. But again, I just feel like Chelsea will have to manage the game well. And if, let's say, the last 10 minutes is a draw and Chelsea need a win, the winning goal will come. It's Chelsea. They will find a way to let it happen. So I think that it is obviously Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea. But it will be a very close, dramatic end. But if it happens that Chelsea are losing or Chelsea are winning and Aston Villa are winning, we'll just calculate the goals Aston Villa need at Old Trafford.
Onana will gladly.
If it is 12-0 they need, they can take it because the season is cast. They cast already.
He said, but if Chelsea
if Chelsea they win, where we two we they lose. Where Chelsea we go calculate Aston Villa. If Aston Villa they need like 6 more goals, make them qualify. We'll take that shit.
Man United.
We'll dash it.
I think that
I
think Aston Villa will go through. I agree with all the teams you've mentioned, except Chelsea. The reason is Chelsea, even though in the last 1 month seem or appear to be winning games, they've won only 1 game away from home.
Yeah.
And the team they are losing away from home is Ipswich. And Ipswich and some things.
Nottingham Forest are very strong.
Nottingham Forest have, and at home,
last day.
Look, it's very tricky for Chelsea. But Chelsea's record away from home, they've won 1 in their last 6. That is it. But the deception is, in the last 1 month, we've seen the semis of the Conference League. We've seen the quarters of the Conference League. Those are back-to-back wins. Yeah. In between, they will win 1 home Premier League game. Their home form has been great. It's the reason why they've come back to touching distance. But away from home, it's been bad. So they'll lose away from home. They'll go and win some Conference League game and everybody's like, they are winning. No. Check the games. In the Premier League at home, they are doing well. Away from home, they are not doing well. And this game is away from home. Mm-hmm. And Forest, and as Danny said, are not under pressure to win. So they don't have to come at you. But that is Forest's game if they are not coming at you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If Forest don't have to play, and they have to counter Elanga and Abba. And Morgan Gibbs has to carry the ball and run in. Quick. That is Nottingham Forest.
The trouble too is the away in Italy.
Yes.
We are playing for the ball.
Yes, we are playing. We are all. So for me, I fear for Chelsea because of what you've mentioned, lack of experience, both on the coaches and the group of players. I wonder if the occasion will get to them. Also, how much of importance or premium will these young players be placing on the Conference League final? Where would their heads be? Look, all of us, if we are watching the ball, we are thinking, but some of these boys, they've not won anything before. Some of these boys at Chelsea, they've really not won. So the final might be another distraction. The manager is already complaining that why are they playing on Sunday and playing on Wednesday when Betis will play on Saturday,
Friday night.
In fact, Friday night. So
the Premier League's already tradition is Sunday.
Bro, already there's heat. And for Chelsea, they'll have a completely disastrous campaign if they don't win the Conference League. Even though it doesn't matter if you ask me. For the club of Chelsea, the stature of Chelsea and the money they've spent. And so I feel like there's pressure on Marito. And then no,
Marito.
And the boys. Because all of a sudden they've got 2 finals. And the 2 finals cannot make, like all of a sudden, or make their season. And look, if Chelsea lose guard and they lose or draw against Forest, Antonio goes kill them for the finals.
You true.
I swear. See, if they lose guard, when they not go Champions League, Antonio go eat them good. So I genuinely think that based on Chelsea's recent away record and the fact they are playing against not an Ipswich or not a Man United or not a Spurs and they are playing against a Nottingham Forest, I think that Aston Villa will be Man United to make the Champions League. So I agree with every other team.
So Chelsea will go to Conference League.
Chelsea will gladly accept Conference League spots.
Second team running.
What the Spanish FA has done for Betis.
Yeah, it's sweet.
You know, so that thing, they pay me for Premier League clubs.
Yeah.
Because in the past, they postponed some of the games. Even like do let's say quarterfinals. They postponed last
Italians
season.
are good at that.
Yeah, last season when
Italians
the Serie A
are good at
teams
that.
were all pushing.
Yeah.
They gave them either.
Oh, but the EPO did it for us at the Spurs on Friday.
Yes.
You play Friday night, you go play Wednesday.
Because the two of we they go face for final. If it was just one team, they
Which is
probably
absurd,
wouldn't have done
isn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
It's absurd
If it
because
was just one team,
they don't mind
they
you.
don't mind you. They don't do that.
But
No, but the Premier League has a tradition to preserve.
but Sisho,
The 3:00 kickoff on the final day, your European whatever
No,
will
but
change
see,
it.
we shouldn't be crying.
Sisho, you see the flexibility they
Maresca
show.
in the Conference League, he get in team with the take play for them. At the Lord.
If you get him, they go use that team.
They go use that team.
That's what he get in team to make it.
If you get him, they go use that
He's
team.
just being diabolical.
So guys, let us know who you think are going to join. For sure, Arsenal and then Liverpool. Are we also likely to see a massive upset for Pep Guardiola's Man City if they slip and then all the other results around them goes the other way? Can they drop out of the top 5? Well, let us know what you think and then share your comments in that comment section. So from Coach, it is the top 3 as it stands in Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and Chelsea. It is the same for Victor Achu. It is the same for Danny Batts. Feels that Forest can cause something. I think that Forest will indeed cause that thing. So I think it's Forest. That is going to be Chelsea, and Aston Villa will be united to make it into the top 5. So let us know what you think going into it, guys. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you very much for doing the watching, and we always enjoy your company. Meanwhile, we are going to Tumu. We are going to Tumu. Like the guys will be in Tumu.
They Upper West there. They Upper West. Because they will go drop for what, then the cargo can carry with you.
I mean the airport they were the military airport. So you drop it and then like 2 hours drive to Tumu.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I felt like that.
Yeah. It, like, for 5, the road in no shall be jet. But ideally, like for me, like an hour 15.
Charlie, the Tumu people would come.
Charlie, we are coming to
me.
Tumu.
If I dey come back to Accra, you forgive me.
Full stuff. Guinea fowl.
You were giving me foul.
Yeah.
I will make a bring camp.
So yeah, we are going to 2 minutes. It's by the initiative of our brother. If you don't see Fence here, he's already in Tumu because it's organizing. Tumu is when you say
Promised and delivered it.
yeah, it's not Tumu is not only just one. I think he mentioned it even on the podcast that he wants to organize a. Tumu is not just one town. It's huge. Like they've got many suburbs. Over 16 teams are playing the competition. They've already done the prelims. And now they are going to have
the weekend. This weekend is the final.
Yeah, this weekend is the final. So the guys are going to be there to support our brother Fentu Tairu. It's a massive Fentu, big max to you.
But Charlie,
top
on a level,
credit to you.
Fenty show level.
Oh yeah, it's spotted.
Because when we've heard of these community competitions, usually it's the politicians who do it. When they do, they'll put some 10,000, 5,000 as winning prize. This time, Fent and Betway are providing one solar station for a whole community without
Charlie, that is massive.
So so that's great. And so this is proudly sponsored, powered, and supported by Betway.
Mallam podcast.
Betway, thank you very much. So it's
Powered by Mallam.
It's powered by Betway, supported by Betway Mallam Go Podcast. So Betway, what do you but support no? It is from Betway Mallam Go Podcast. So guys,
all of us,
we are going to we'll be into so watch out for all of us. Chris will be there, Danica will be there, I'll be there, Achutamaklo will be there to help push and support our brother. Guys, thank you for always supporting the podcast. It is the reason why we are going to Tumu. Next time we'll be in Beja, my hometown. Quick, you start where you from? Idukum. Fantastic, good room. You there from here now? You there from Kitchen North. Yeah, so very soon we'll be around your hometown or your neighborhood. Guys, thank you very much. Subscribe, notification button, share, like, comment, repost, everything good. Got to do for love. Cheers.